Our special guests this week are two amazing world-class canopy pilots, so we've been looking for something really amazing from their world to put at the beginning of the show, and we found something. A fresh video from canopy pilot Pete Allen along with wingsuit flyer Danny Roman while they're flying outstanding XRW formation over the Jungfrau Peak, launching from a helicopter deck. They filmed the stunt by themselves, supported by filmmaker wingsuiter Daniel Hernan. Looks like a canopy piloting Top Gun, don't you think? Mixing different air sports is always such a fun and thrilling experience, and that is actually what we're doing here at Air Sports News. We're constantly mixing news from the worlds of aviation and air sports every single week, now for over 112 weeks. Anyway, my name's Regan Tetlow, I'm the host of the show, and I'm inviting you to watch but also to support our project. And you can do so by clicking on the Patreon link in the description and choosing a supporting option most comfortable for you. You can also share our content, like and subscribe, and it makes our program more visible for many other people and helps us to keep producing the content we love. Anyway, let's check out what we've got for you this week. In last week's show, we informed you about the biggest paragliding yearly competition event in Guatemala, and this time we have the final results from this interesting event. Let's check them out. There were 7 tasks planned to take place during the Open at Chiquimula 2022, but due to the weather conditions, 5 were finally performed. The shortest one was 32 kilometers, the longest one was 54. 3 women and 35 male pilots have been fighting for the final win in the serial class and sports class. In the overall classification, US pilot John Cohn took the first place flying on the Nibox X one wing. Second was Eddington Surreal from Colombia, and third Juan Resprito from Great Britain. In the women's class, Pamela Kennard from the USA gained the best score on the Ozone Zeolite GT wing. Second place goes to Russian Elena Dimitrievklava, and third to American Lisa Davis. Congratulations to you all. Within 2 days from now, the big event for hang gliders will start in the Alps. The Austrian Hang Gliding Championship will be a 3-day event with the starting place in Ludisch with almost 60 pilots on the grid. Most of the pilots on the starting list come from Austria, Germany, but also from Italy, the Netherlands, Switzerland, Great Britain, Poland, and 1 from New Zealand. Ludesk city is located west of Innsbruck and just a little bit east from Liechtenstein. It allows pilots to attack even the highest alpine peaks during the task flights, allowing them to fly at high speeds with strong thermals and heavy ridge winds, making the competition dynamic and fast. We'll let you know about the results in next week's show. Unfortunately, we have some very sad news from the International Air Race Championship Board. The first big event planned to take place in July has officially been cancelled. Organisers made the difficult decision not to race at Goodwood UK in July 2022. There are a number of factors that have contributed to this, including significant logistics challenges that have arisen and subsequent reduced working time frame in the lead up to the event. But with the sad news comes some exciting news. The Air Race Board is now talking with potential strategic multinational partners in relation to the growing UAM eVTOL market. As a result, they hope to be adding Korea, Japan, and other parts of Southeast Asia to the race calendar for 2023. We're keeping our fingers crossed, guys, for your success. My first special guest this week is a masterclass swooping legend. She's got over 14,000 jumps in her logbook, has been based in Dubai for the past several years, and is a professional canopy pilot and AFF instructor. She also likes to soar with her speed wing, flies some VFS in the tunnel, and has been part of the vertical world records and can even turn some really good points on her belly. She's now preparing for the World Games in the USA. Let's chat with the one and the only Cornelia Mihai. How have you been? What's been going on? Tell me a little bit. Let's catch up.
I mean, it's been off-season, competition off-season, really. So I've been working mainly, focusing on working, and then to be able to, afford to travel as much as I can this summer. But still, I've been trying to do stuff, swooping, training a little bit, and also we're preparing to set a UAE head-down record in a few days.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm doing a little bit of that also. Yeah.
How many is that? What are you going for?
I think we're gonna try first 34, and then if it all goes good, we can do 38.
It's amazing, isn't it? I saw a great picture on Facebook, I think, the other day, like a central ring and 3 or 4 rings off that. Beautiful.
Yeah. We put a lot of us here, like fun jumpers and instructors at the drop zone. We put a lot of effort, we train. So hopefully it's happening on June 1st.
How many have you had in the tunnel in Abu Dhabi? You've done some big ways in there.
Actually, I haven't done the one in Abu Dhabi, but a long time ago here in Dubai and in flight, we did 27.
Wow.
And that's a lot for a 15-foot tunnel.
Yeah.
And in Abu Dhabi, unfortunately, I don't think they did more than 30, although they can put a lot more in. I think it was due to COVID restrictions at the time.
The Airsports Promotion YouTube channel is a place where you can find the full-length interview with Cornelia amongst over 200 other interviews with other Airsports athletes. Don't forget to hit the like and the share, and the Patreon link to support our project can be found in the description either above or below this. A big thank you to everyone who has joined us so far. We really appreciate it. The long-awaited Top Gun Maverick movie has already got its worldwide premiere, and for the aviation fans, it's a must-watch cinema movie this year. Right after the premiere, Microsoft released a special update of its flight simulator game, where you can now be a Maverick pilot without leaving home. After being delayed to match the movie's shifted release date, the Top Gun expansion arrived last Wednesday to test players' piloting skills. The free update includes a Top Gun Maverick Edition livery for the F-118E Super Hornet, 3 training missions for the Super Hornet, and even a particularly demanding aircraft carrier landing challenge. The training missions are designed to train Microsoft Flight Simulator players to learn unrestricted takeoff, high-speed maneuvering, and the low-altitude stunts that are found in the Top Gun Maverick. Once training is over, there are 5 challenges that will test traversing through canyons and above mountains at high speed. The expansion includes access to a hypersonic aircraft that can reach speeds of Mach 10 and a mission to fly into the stratosphere, just like in the movie. Let's stay in the stratosphere just a little bit longer, because Stratolaunch have unveiled the Talon A test vehicle with the first public debut a few days ago. While this version, the TA-0, would not be powered into flight, future Talon A's are expected to be capable of carrying customizable payloads at speeds above Mach 5, eventually serving as a fully reusable hypersonic test vehicle. The model is designed to be carried and launched from a pylon situated on the Stratolaunch Rock carrier aircraft's 95-foot centre wing section. TA-0 will be used to test and validate the release system on the Rock, alongside with characterising the separation dynamics of the Talon vehicle itself. FPV drone pilots continue to amaze people around the world, flying together with aerobatic pilots, racing in extremely tight and dangerous spots, showing the world from a completely different perspective. Like in this video from Ari Faroy, who tried to capture a golf shot. The result was absolutely unexpected. Take a look.
That's looking good. Pretty good.
Oh, that's in the hole.
Whoa. That's in.
That's it.
My second special guest this week is a dedicated professional canopy pilot who, along with her husband Kurt, have dedicated everything to the sport of canopy piloting. She's a member of the team Alter Eagle Fast Tracks and travels the globe to teach canopy piloting skills and compete. Prior to skydiving, she was a competitive cheerleader, and jumpers and everybody around her can always feel her positive attitude and energy wherever she goes. How is Genie Bartholomew preparing for the World Games in Birmingham? Well, let's find out. So tell me what's been going on with your swooping, with your canopy piloting.
Yeah, so we've just been training a lot. We've already done the first 3 competitions of the year. We're going into comp number 4 with the FLCPA, the Canopy Piloting League that we own, and that'll be at West Tennessee Skydiving. And it's great training leading up to the World Games in Birmingham, Alabama in July. So right now we're actually at our home drop zone, Skydive Sebastian, training for that competition. The weather is absolutely beautiful, so we've been getting some really good training in. We have some new rules for the World Games, so we're trying to figure those out and dial that in as well.
What do you know about the venue? I know they're building a pond. I've had a look at it on Google Maps. Do you know much about it yet, or is it just kind of wait till you get there?
Yeah, so Kurt and I went and visited the venue with Albert Berchtold, I think about a little over a year ago. So we got to go and check it out and see kind of where the pond was going to be and how the operations were going to work. And I think it's going to be a really unique opportunity. The venue is at Barber Motorsports Park. So it's kind of on top of the racetrack, which is super cool. And yeah, I think it's going to be a great time. I think that the public is really going to enjoy, watching us compete. And yeah, I'm excited to get there.
Fantastic. Can't wait. The freestyle's a little bit different. Tell me about some of the changes to freestyle.
Yeah, so with freestyle in competition, we're normally allowed to choose what moves and what combinations we're allowed to, we want to do. Yeah. And this one, they give us a specific move, a set of moves, so 3 or 4 moves, and we choose one out of those 4 moves and go and perform it. And we're gonna have 3 rounds of freestyle.
My whole conversation with Genie is a little bit longer than what you've just seen, and you can find it right now on the Sports Promotion YouTube channel. And if you'd like to share it and like it and subscribe, please do so. Or maybe you'd like to show a little bit of support for us with a little donation via Patreon. It's always possible by clicking the link in the description. We always appreciate all your kinds of support and all the likes and shares. Thanks very much. So only a few months to go before the 11th FEI Women's World Gliding Championships. The preparations are racing ahead. Glider pilots from around the world have helped to raise funds to allow 2 Ukrainian pilots to compete. The organising team has members from all over the UK working hard to make the WWGC 2022 a special event, and the FEI has released some latest information. The championships will take place in Husbands Bosworth, United Kingdom from the 13th to the 27th of August 2022. It will start with a parade and opening ceremony in Market Harbour and Littleworth Town Centres on Saturday the 13th of August. Around 50 of the world's top female pilots will be racing each day around courses up to 500 kilometres and speeds up to 130 kilometres depending on the weather conditions. You can follow the racing online throughout the competition on the www.gc2022.co.uk. Okay, let's move on to our Hall of Fame section. On the 27th of May 1911, the Paris-Madrid race ended in the southwest part of Paris, France. The race was sponsored by Le Petit Parisien, a French newspaper, and more than 300,000 spectators had arrived to watch the event. The event was full of crashes and actually led to the death of 1 pilot. On the 27th of May 1919, one of 3 United States Navy Curtiss NC flying boats arrived at the harbour of Lisbon, Portugal, becoming the first airplane to cross the Atlantic Ocean. NC-4 was under the command of Lieutenant Commander Albert Cushing Reed, United States Navy, who also served as navigator. On the 28th of May 1987, 18-year-old Mateusz Rust, a pilot with just 50 hours flight experience, took off from Malmi Airport, Helsinki, Finland, aboard a rented Cessna Skyhawk 2. A few hours later, he landed the Skyhawk inside Red Square in Moscow. Rust was prosecuted for entering the Soviet airspace without authorization. On the 29th of May 1951, Captain Charles Blair Jr. flew a modified North American P-51 Mustang Excalibur III from Bardufoss, Norway to Fairbanks, Alaska via the North Pole. He flew the 3,260 miles non-stop in 10 hours, 27 minutes. Sports News is constantly online. We post 6 days a week, and we want to continue our journey. If you like this kind of content, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, but also to click our Patreon link in the description to support us. It really helps a lot. Anyway, this time I'm leaving you with astonishing shots from a paragliding pilot, Philippe Rouge, who chased the sunset on a ridge flight a few days ago. We'll see you all again back here next week, and don't forget to stay safe and keep your eyes on the skies.